Hey friends, Jeff here with RV Optimizer, and today I'm in beautiful San Diego, California. Why am I here? Well, we're going to learn a little bit about Sandy Vans, and we're going to learn about what they do and some of the cool things that they have and they produce here. So now let's take a look at what all is happening in your shop, what it kind of comes down to.
Yeah, so comes out of there and turns into this.
Nice.
Right here. So one of the incomplete vans we were looking at there was our Scout layout. That's what we've got right here. I'll show you that bed in just a second. But yeah, climbing in, first thing that we always do, you got to have a nice threshold when you come into space. And, you know, good to put Sandy Vans in there. We'll also do custom designs on this, so we can, that's another place for that creativity. So we've had customers come with their own hand sketches of something that they want to do, and we'll put it into that space. So coming in here on this side, we've got our kitchen galley, little pop-up outlet over there, induction cooktop. We talked about how we go with the diesel heaters. We want to eliminate using propane in the vehicle entirely. That helps a lot with our VIA certification, simplifying things, and then just not having that additional tank that you have to fill. And then induction is just, it's so nice. You heat water up so quickly. It's been
And I love the, is it epoxy that you put in there?
Yes, so this was an epoxy design that we did. So going back to the CNC, we actually CNC'd the pattern into it and then came in and did this epoxy fill.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Little pantry right there.
Yeah, I like that.
And then our refrigerator. Then coming to the other side, we've got our sink cabinet. Nice, big, deep sink. Just because you're in a van doesn't mean that you don't have a lot of dishes that you need to clean. Or those pots and pans don't necessarily get smaller. So we put really important to have a big sink in there. We also give you a sink that you can use for rinsing off feet and things like that on the outside of the van.
Oh, nice, great.
And then this right here is a flip-up countertop. So you can never have too much counter space. So this just gives you a ton more space. Work surface, this seat swivels around so you can utilize it as work surface, or just having the little bit of extra cooking area.
Yeah.
What's also really nice about the hinges that we use on this is these have gas struts in them. So these are actually soft close.
Oh, cool.
And then you'll notice with a lot, you'll see styles of these hinges and they rattle so much. But these, we use these ones with gas struts in them, and this thing doesn't make any noise. This is where we keep the toilet. So we've just got a little toilet right in here. That's a composting toilet. It also doubles as our step to get into the bed. I'll show you how that works in a little bit. This is on 300-pound slides. Then coming into the dinette back here. So we've got a small dinette. Nice, comfortable, cozy spot for 2 or 4 people if you're really, really good friends and don't mind rubbing elbows a little bit. This table drops down here, and then these cushions fold in, and this forms a little day bed or second bed for kids and anything like that. And the way that the main bed works is it's a north-south queen size bed. So I know in this position it looks maybe a little bit small there and looks like you're a little close to the cabinets, but when it's time to go to bed, you just take this and this slides out over here, and that mattress flips over, and then you've got a queen size bed in this room. You're able to pull out the toilet, utilize that as a step, because this is a big step to get in that, so climbing on that makes it really easy to get in and access this bed here. So that dinette, all you do, flip your bed over, slide this back in, and back to having that dinette space.
We looked at your ceiling piece over there in the shop.
Yep, so you saw that topographic ceiling that we're doing. That's this same design right here. This one we just did a little of these extended pucks down here with acrylic to get a nice lighting glow. So this looks really cool at night with that. And then with the accent lighting in here, we always love to get some additional color in the vehicle. So we've got a nice purple accent lighting above and below the cabinets. And then lots of upper cabinet storage in the vehicle. One of the options that we have in this particular layout would be to delete this upper cabinet. So if you want to keep things feeling a little bit roomier in here, you don't have to option this one. Right now, this is Billy Vanlish.
Okay.
I think like out here in the yard right now, we've got Matthew McConaughey van, Hugh Jack van. This is actually Lieutenant Van Taylor. That's Indy Vanna Jones. Yeah, so we definitely have some fun names for them. One of my favorite features on these vans is these windows that have built-in blackout shades, bug screens, and then these awning style windows that you can leave cracked open even when it's raining. Coming around to the back of the van, you mentioned us having the more epoxy work. again, another opportunity where we're able to take something that we have a consistent file for that we're CNCing, but we're able to take it to the customer's needs and desires and come up with a cool creative design. So you end up with a unique van at the end of the day that has your aesthetic and feel in it. With this, so this is a van that was going to be spending some time down here and down in the waves. So there's this fun little wave motif at the base.
And I know you have a pass through back to the main.
Yes, so yeah, really important to be able to try to utilize this for as many things as possible. So we don't want the garage to be inaccessible from inside the cab. So that's why we have this pass through that can open from either side, but we do have a tab right here, so able to open that up. Well, I guess I've got the table swung in the way right now, but that will swing all the way open and then allow you to put large items, surfboards, mountain bikes. This one with the speaker would be a little tough to fit a mountain bike, but this bed is high enough to put a mountain bike underneath it, and we'll put L-track in the base all the time so you can pop things in. So you've got that option.
Well, on small vans, space is such a premium, right? And I love how you, one, separate it, but two, still have access to it. So that's very nice.
This is just a wheel well box. So this is just covering up that wheel well.
Oh.
We have venting on it.
Okay.
So this is allowing venting to actually pass over that wheel well into our electrical system.
Got it.
And then there's fans in there that are able to pull air, and there's more venting there. So we actually create an airflow throughout it. So this is where air is able to enter into the electrical system, and we have a spot over there where it's exhausted.
Got it. And like we saw on the one inside there, this is covering up your water tank.
Correct, yep. And this is the water tank. Yep. And then this is also where your water fill is. So just hook up for your water fill, and then we have hook up for an outdoor shower. And then behind this is where your outdoor shower head hangs.
And so you mentioned earlier a lot of the products you sell. I'm assuming a lot of them are bolted on the outside of this one as well.
So this one I think has most of our products on it. So we close the doors here. So Sandy Vans out of San Diego. We do like the ocean, so we went with nautical terms for a lot of these. So this is our starboard rack.
Okay.
Going on the right side of the vehicle, and our port rack going on the left side of the vehicle. These are just modular rear door panels that are going to allow you to attach whatever accessory you want here. So whether you're looking to configure with bike racks, with storage lockers, shovels, traction boards, anything like that, you can configure it. We designed it with for 3/8 carriage bolts, so that you can easily take things, drop your carriage bolt head through here, slot it in, and then you don't have to hold backup on it.
Oh, okay.
You still have the ability to. We made it easy to reach around and get access, so you can hold backup for some of these bolts. But if you use a carriage bolt, you can drop it in and just one tool able to tighten and loosen things off. The stern.
The stern.
This is our rear step on the back. Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, so just giving you something that's a little nicer than that small factory one you get from the Mercedes.
Yeah.
The vans are tall. It's nice to have something to easily climb up on. Or what I always do is I take that outdoor shower when I get done surfing, and I stand up on that rack, and I'm not standing in the sand and able to rinse off. What's nice about this too, we kept everything below the rear parking sensors, so this will not interfere with your sensors.
Yeah, good point.
These vans, especially the all-wheel drive ones, are tall. And I just think it's really tough to go without any kind of side steps or something to allow you to access the van a little more easily. So just a nice, easy, flat surface to get in and out. And then we also designed this with dogs in mind. You'll notice some have all these small perforations. They're uncomfortable on dogs' paws and have a tendency to grab the nails. So this, we kept it things where we do still have drainage on it, but it's really wide and open, and it's off on the sides, giving a nice flat area, so we're not going to catch any of those nails for the furry friends.
I like it.
Sandbar roof rack on the top. Mounted on the side of that is a Fiamma F45 awning. And then on top of that, we have decking panels. So the roof rack we wanted to make really, really modular, so you can, much like the vans, can configure it for what you're looking to do. So our front fairing is made from 3/16 aluminum. So if you did want to bolt off-road lights, like what you see on this one, you can easily, you've got enough structure that you can mount those on there. And then adjustable cross members throughout the whole roof rack. So depending on what you're going to configure on your roof, you adjust that as needed. And then those decking panels, we have 4 different sizes, so you can kind of puzzle piece your decking together around whatever you may have up on the top. And why we designed our own roof rack is we wanted to fit a solar panel in front of the Max Air fan. And this right here, where we put that Max Air fan, is actually where Mercedes designed a factory location for a fan to go. So on the tops of these roofs, there's a lot of ribs. But right there's a flat spot so that you can get a nice flat seal, and you're not going to have to worry about the increased likelihood of leaks coming through there. So that's why we always put the fan in that location. We wanted to maximize how much solar that we could put on the front of it, and then keep everything on the back for decking or any other things that we wanted to load up there. And there was no roof rack on the market that really optimized that space well for the solar that was available. So our options were either design a custom solar panel or design a roof rack. And
The rack was...
the rack seemed like the easier option. So that, with us doing all the other metal work and things that we were doing, was an easy one for us to do. So what we did is we extended the width of that enough to fit perfectly a 200-watt solar panel in the front of that fan. So it drops in and fits snugly right in front of that.
From when people buy them from you guys, you also offer like a rental program as well. Tell us how that works.
Yeah, so everyone's using van for different things, but so many of these RVs and vans only get used a couple times a year, only getting used once a month. And we wanted to find a way to allow people to purchase this expensive asset, but also be able to cash flow it and not have to worry about the headache that's associated with that. So we have a program for our owners where we manage the rental for them. So it's stored here at our facility. We take care of everything with the rental. So we store the vehicle, manage the rental, service the vehicle, and then we do a profit share with them from there. So they're able to cash flow that asset. And then they can come and take it in and out of that fleet as they desire. So originally, like, our business is focused on manufacturing the vans and the products. So the rental side of the business was never really something that we wanted to try to focus on and grow. But we had so much interest coming in for that. We said, well, hey, what's an opportunity that we can still help those people that want to come rent a vehicle out, but also help who our ultimate customer is, are the purchasers of the vehicles.
What's the best way to get in contact with you, ask questions about what you can do, and can you do something cool for me?
Certainly. Best thing to do is get on sandyvans.com. Right there, you're going to have our phone number. We've got people on the phones all day long, so please don't hesitate to give us a call. I know so many places these days, it's hard to get a human on the phone.
Yeah.
You're always going to be able to do that here at Sandy Vans, so give us a call, shoot us an email, or just fill out the contact form, and we'll get back to you. And
Always is great to look at your options before you go down one path, and so I think this could be a great option for a lot of folks. So with that said, Evan, thanks so much for spending the time with us today. And for all you guys checking in and watching, thank you for staying with us through the whole period of time. And I hope all your future RV trips are optimized.